Good morning. Today marks the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year and the longest night. A brief, precious time in the light, and then a return to what came before, much like life and death. This short, precious wildlife, and then a long sleep. And this seems like a natural way to think about things, but we hardly ever think the opposite during a summer solstice. That we have these long, luxurious days with a few hours of rejuvenation thrown in. It doesn't seem to fit our outlook for life, and it's almost blasphemous to call life a long, languid, luxurious thing, separated from the next one by just this short reprieve. I think my favorite part of these past few weeks of Memento Mori and the transition to chasing light has been the quote by Aristotle, "Death may be the greatest blessing. We don't know that it's not." So often, we, like our loved ones that we leave behind, are sad that we didn't get to do more. And we're afraid of what comes next. We fear death as if it is the worst thing. Because if your habit is to live, it kind of is. If there's this long-standing habit that's coming to an end, then sure, it's going to be hard to stop. We all know habits are hard to break, particularly the ones you don't want to. But this is a cycle, right? We forget that, having gotten cozy in this skin and tissue, hunker down into a life of things gathered around us, family and friends, and exhilarating experiences, good food, memories. Have you heard of Swedish death cleaning? It's basically the idea that you clean your life out before you die so you don't leave a bunch of stuff for other people, purportedly the people you love the most, to do and deal with. So you get acquainted with the idea of paring down, leaving a smaller footprint, easing your way out on your terms. You're packing up to move. It's not unlike cleaning house before company comes over, it's just there's this one visitor you're preparing for. Michael DeWild has talked to us about preparing for after, about enlightenment and how there may be this one window, and if you don't recognize it or if you don't take it because you're scared, or you're too attached, well, then it's gone. And you do this all over again, which is maybe what you wanted. But what if it's really that simple? What if what you practice in life is how you pass on? So if you believe this is it, there's nothing after, then congratulations, you were right. If you believe in a heaven with all of your loved ones there, then congratulations, you were right. You can be enlightened, reincarnated, a guiding ancestral spirit. The possibilities are kind of endless and unknown. How could we live this life, death a part of this cycle, and not expect to succeed? You are living right now. You are doing the thing that constitutes a pattern. You will be great at it. And I know that it's weird, because we're told that good things are agreeable, and that those are what we seek. And who seeks an end? It seems callous to be at peace with the people who love us and leaving them. But it's like growing up. You can't not do it. It's going to happen. And while we might have had difficult feelings about growing up and about being an adult and navigating harder things, we didn't have the same attitude toward it that we do about a final stage. Anything labeled life is good and death is bad, just like light is good and dark is bad. And we attribute these values to them, and it becomes our habit. We train our brains, and then we walk this easy path. But you don't know what you were before this. Maybe you were nothing and spontaneously were created when cells collided, just as you will spontaneously end with nothing after. Did you fear your creation? Then why do you fear your destruction? If you believe there's a finite amount of energy in the universe and it only changes, then where do you think you came from? What energy changed to create you? Was that not a death? What will your released energy create? Is that not a birth? Tonight we celebrate the winter solstice, the darkest night being a thing that we need to banish, so we light a candle. But I don't know if you've ever participated in a solstice celebration. They're not about ends. They don't have a bad connotation. Part of a winter solstice ritual is to make a wish to carry you into the new year. Can we create that new path and retrain our brain? If night is not bad and the light is not good, then there's only pattern, only a little flame and an unknown. Maybe chasing light means you always carry a little light to help show you the way. Think of it like this. You flare that flame, you feed that light, and it will guide your way into the next step, whether it's the longest night or the longest life. Carrying a little light with you that may be more or less visible depending on the brightness of the day, but you will know it's there, and you will know that you can rely on it when a darkness comes, when the next piece of a pattern falls into place. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Even when I'm the only one who knows it's there, even in the brightest, longest day. Will I still think like this when I'm on the brink? I don't know, but I hope so. After all, I hope I'll be in the habit.